those in favor say aye. You gone.
New developments in Thornton Township, where last night's board meeting turned into a brawl. It sparked after a comment from activist Jedediah Brown towards Supervisor Tiffany Henyard.
Our Darius Johnson is live in studio with us this morning to break down what happened last night. I mean, it was pretty crazy, Darius, and Henyard was not expected to be there initially.
She was not, yet she was. Essentially, nothing worked in her favor last.
I was able to see, before we even get into Tiffany Henyard, just from the initial stance, I was able to see whether or not there was some sass in this conversation. But that's not what we're here for. Let's stay focused.
Night, the board all voted against her and residents started to speak their truth. But Henyard allies did not go down without a fight, literally. Take a look. That comment by activist Jedediah Brown led to a full-on brawl between him and Henyard's boyfriend, Kamal Woods. Punches were thrown. People climbed on tables and even started kicking one another as Henyard allies started to jump in. Before this, Woods and William Moore, two township employees hired by Henyard, were placed on administrative leave as an investigation begins into their roles with the township. Henyard called this a personal move, yet their work has been questioned by the board and the community. This was the first meeting since trustee Stephanie Wiedemann filled a vacant seat on the board just last week. With Wiedemann present, the board was finally able to approve the township's tax levy ordinance and insurance, ending the shutdown. Now, this move left residents thrilled about the progress moving.
Look at everybody that's there, y'all. I just want to make sure that we capture this because I want y'all to see, before we even get into Tiffany Henyard, because I've done countless videos, dozens of videos, specifically on the Millionaire Morning Show, doing long-form breakdown of how I absolutely positively disagree with Tiffany Henyard and the way that she manages not only Dalton as the mayor, but Thornton Township, and that she should have stayed quiet and kept the food and beverage job instead of promoting herself and making herself visible to the general public and then embarrassing her city and her township. Obviously, she's going down. Obviously, it looks as though she is going to be absolutely positively overthrown in the next election. But we don't know because we all know that our demographic of people have the lowest voter turnout rate. But that's irrelevant. Two things can be true at the same time. Somebody can be completely incompetent, bad at their job, and even to the point to where it could become criminally negligent against that person itself. But there is a way and a form that we go about doing things, the right way. This ain't it. This ain't it. I don't care how you frame it. I don't care how people, and there's so many people that don't even have a vested interest in what's going on over there in Thornton Township or Dalton. And they finding themselves in the middle of a brawl or in the middle of a situation where they starting something. It gets to the point where people calling people out of their names. They start saying B, and because it was way deeper than this. If you go into it, because it's only so much you can show without, obviously YouTube saying, you know what, we can't show this. This is not for the general public, so on and so forth. So we can't show all of that. I'm sure that if you go over and look at the live streams or you go over on X, you could probably find the whole video, and that's not what this is for. What this is for is really to have a deeper conversation as to why we are not respected in the world, let alone the community, because we can't get right. So hood, so ghetto. Got to start talking about people, whether or not they're married or not. What does that have to do with whether or not they are managing township finances effectively, or whether or not you can vote or take care of business and all of this stuff? People are doing too much for clout. This is clout chasing at its finest. This is clout chasing at its finest. And if you look at this video and you look at everybody that's walking around, they all look like us. Hood, ghetto, people can't wait to pull out their phone. Listen, you could see that this was about to go off the rails immediately. If you was watching the live stream, and Quentin is the one, my dog Quentin on After Hours. We're going to be on After Hours tonight. If you paid attention, you could see that this was about to go left Immediately. Immediately. It wasn't even a question that it was going to go left. Now you got the boyfriend defending Tiffany Henyard's honor. Tiffany Henyard, the hood rat that she is, she jumps off and start throwing blows. Like it's so hood, it's so ghetto. And it's unfortunate that we can't control ourselves and we are always like zoo animals in every single situation. Don't matter how professional it is, don't matter if it's a government branch, don't matter if it's business, it's you gotta stand on business. It's so stupid, ignorant, dumb.
Forward and left Henyard fed up about being left out.
That's all we've been asking for. Accountability, transparency, doing the right thing. Thank you, and thank you.
But if you wanted to get up here and earn some respect, then you should have been able to respond to Lori Lightfoot's report about credit cards. You want to talk about them not coming to work, but we've been hearing about what you've been doing while you've been at work, and I'm going to give away the rest of my time. Because
Witnesses say Henyard ran toward the fight. It was unclear if she was trying to jump in, but she was thrown to the ground and lost her shoe. Again, all of this comes after former Mayor Lori Lightfoot delivered a scathing report to Dalton trustees.
And why y'all hiring Lori Lightfoot? Y'all can't find no other independent auditor. Y'all got to find the most degenerate person that was before Brandon Johnson over in Chicago. Why? Because of name recognition? Y'all could have found the same. Y'all spending, do y'all know what Lori Lightfoot is making? This is so dumb. We can't get right, bro. We can't get right. We just can't get right.
Alleging a pattern of gross financial mismanagement by Henyard, who serves as the mayor of Dalton. Now, the investigation, ladies, also revealed similar findings into Thornton Township, where Henyard serves as the board supervisor there as well. Again, coming up at 6 o'clock, you're going to hear from Henyard, who
I think that the guy that got into this situation in the first place also had something to say. I know that he did a live, and I caught a little bit of it. You guys sent it to me. In my opinion, it wasn't worth hearing, and then Tiffany Henyard probably issued a statement also.
We're now hearing from two people involved in a brawl that broke out at last night's Thornton Township meeting. Was our lead story last night at 10. The man at the center of the brawl, activist Jedediah Brown, spoke out against Supervisor Tiffany Henyard at the meeting just before punches were thrown. Today's defending his actions after Henyard herself jumped into the fight.
She ran from behind the table with a microphone in her hand, and she hit me with it, while another one of her staff members was kicking me in the head, and I was defending myself against Kamal and other individuals. She wasn't.
You ran up on dude. You ran up on dude. Anyways, and he should, man, listen, bro. Let me hear the rest of this.
Breaking up anything.
Brawl, just the latest drama for Henyard, who also serves as Dalton mayor and is under investigation by the FBI. Henyard says, quote, her personal safety was threatened, and she insists she rushed into the fight, quote, in an attempt to break it up.
Yeah, she shouldn't have been in that in the first place, and she should have sat her ghetto butt down. I think that everybody is negligent. Everybody is culpable. Everybody is responsible, including the voters. And I think that if you look at the demographic and you look at those people that was there, they all are a reflection of what you seen happen at that brawl. I think that everybody, just throw the whole township away, throw the whole city away, get rid of everybody, start over. This is why people then tend to leave communities, leave places, and don't want to sell their properties to you and don't want to rent out to you because it's ghetto, it's hood, it's disrespectful, and it's a bad reflection upon a lot of other people that don't operate like that and don't think like that and don't move like that. But yeah, I think it's dumb, honestly. I think it's very stupid, it's childish, and it's just dumb. Y'all let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, Teach Henley 40%. It's just so dumb. Teach Henley 40% off your first order plus 20% off of life. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. Peace.